Hi, this is your commish speaking with the post-week 3 report. Just this little sidebar, FSU and the Dolphins win. You know what I'm talking about. All right, the theme of this week is changes. We finally got all the changes in the names, some really creative ones, some really awesome ones. The names are complete. Took week 3, that's pretty sad, ladies and gentlemen. Rankings have changed. Some drastically, some not so much. One other thing, as I see that waivers are working, before we get to the power rankings, I just want to applaud all of the teams for a great start to the season in terms of the director of league conduct has not been contacted. I have not heard any news yet. So we are off to a really good start. I foresee in the next few weeks some real hustle and bustling happening, and obviously maybe some collusion in the works. I don't know. It's just what I'm hearing. So I might be getting a call from the director of league conduct. Waivers seem to be working. I'm very proud of that. The director put this in. The director. The commish put this, installed this in under his own power. Thought it was a great idea. All right, and on now to what you've all been waiting for, or some of you who actually watch this thing. Power rankings, again, based on 3 criteria. Number 1, roster. Is your roster any good? Number 2, points force. Does your roster actually perform? Number 3, standings. Standings are obviously critically important to the league, but that doesn't base anything on power rankings necessarily. We want to know rosters and does your roster perform. Number 1, a new leader. Goes by the same name as the old leader, but that's Mike Johnson, Derek Crouch, my father. Proud to say he has 348 points. He's 3-0. He is rolling. He is rolling. He is rolling. All right? Watch out for him. He is just downhill. He'll hit you in the mouth. He'll smack you around a little bit. All right? Watch out for him. That's Mike Johnson. Okay? The Blair Walsh Project. Okay? The Blair Walsh Project. 306. That's his points force. He's still 3-0. The commish is doing his job. He's grinding. He's making efforts. It's a bad week, but the reason why I put him at number 2 over some other teams is if you notice, he's got his number 1 pick back. Le'Veon Bell is in the league. He's ready to go. If you've watched what DeAngelo Williams has done with that offensive line, you will now know why he's still number 2. Watch out for him to creep back up to number 1. He's fighting for that position. Number 3, light that blount up. 303 points force, 3-0. The man is consistent. I've told you from the get-go, this man's got a deep roster. He will make, I believe, some changes to make sure that he is committed to 3-0, 4-0, 5-0, 6-0, all right? Then we have Billy Fit or Not. If you haven't figured out that name, you better try to figure it out because it's awesome. Okay, Billy Fit or Not, 304, took her first loss this week. It's no, not this week. Last week. I don't know. She lost a game, so she's 2-1. But she has a really good squad. She's been able to kind of mix and match, make some plays working. We have a massive jump to number 5. A massive jump. The upside down. I'm a little nervous about putting this man and this team at number 5 this quickly. But 263 speaks volumes. He's the 5th highest in points forced. His team looks like they're going to be rolling. They finally connected last week and absolutely put a blowout together. 2-1. This was the largest jump this week. 7 spots this week from 11 or 12, whatever you want to think it is, to now number 5. Number 6, all hands on Decker. Again, consistently, the Crouch is just trucking away. Okay, just trucking away. 4 Crouches in the top 6. That is unbelievable. Okay, all hands on Decker, 250 points force, 2-1, really doing well there. The Brady Bunch makes a big, I'm not going to say leap, I'm going to say a backwards jump, okay? The Brady Bunch, 253 points force, 5 spots he dropped. Not what you're looking for, but he does get Brady back next week. He's got Brady. That's really all you need on your team because that man might just come back and dominate, okay, if you've seen what the New England Patriots done. You can do it. At 256, he is number 8 on the list. Fantastic start, 2-1, really trucking away as well. Auto pick to lose, 241. He's 1-2. Got some major struggles here. This is one of these teams that I see a massive decline in the future. He's got to look out. He's got to make some moves to make sure either to hold that spot or to move up maybe a few spots next week. Roster's looking a little shaky. A team that I really do think kind of in the same position as last week, but real sneaky, real sneaky, is a river runs through it. 230 points. That's not a lot. They're 1-2, but I really see this push. They have the ability to push up in the rankings. Right there, 6 through 11 really have an opportunity to make a big push. We'll get to 12 here in a second. And then number 11, A-Town Brown, 250 points, 0-3. Points allowed is 323. He's absolutely getting demolished. It's not fair. He's got to do something, hopefully this week, to resolve some of his issues. But almost unjustifiably so, A-Town Brown is number 11. Got to make some moves, got to make some changes here. Rough roster, a very rough roster. Number 12, adequately named now the Starving Games. They've went from hungry to starving, 0-3, 206 points a force. Not good at all. One of her top picks, Rob Gronkowski, just nowhere to be found. Really nowhere to be found, okay? So there it is, top to bottom, 1 through 12. That is your power rankings for the week. I just want to update you. We have some new some new directors. I know that you know of the director of league conduct. That is David Hildebrand. Again, if you have any problems in the next couple weeks, from what I talked about earlier with some collusion, please contact him. He will contact the commish, and we will discuss and find some new and upgraded ways to discipline people if need be. Okay, and then number three. Then we have the director now of media relations. Everybody give a round of applause. That is Mackenzie Mummy. Mackenzie Mummy is now the director of media relations. He is in the developments of kind of taking this media to the next level. He doesn't know that yet, but we will discuss commish and director of media relations. We're trying to get this weekly, I don't know what you call it, podcast, whatever you want to call it, report upgraded to the next level. Because now I'm sitting in front of blinds and like this, right here, this wall. So it's not as good. If you want to be a director of whatever you want, you have your own title, please contact the commish. He will approve it or maybe disapprove it, okay? So you just let him know. The new poll should be up in the next hour or two. It is about hope. People need hope. There's a lot of teams here that need some hope. I would say teams 6 through 12 need a lot of hope. And we'll see who you guys believe has the best outcome of hope. That is all for this week. The commish is signing off. Hope you have a wonderful week. Competition at its finest. And go Fins, go Noles.